Your phone feels instant. Video calls, games, maps, and streaming all wake up at once. But behind that speed, there is no magic. A full system of radios, antennas, fiber, and software is working. If we only say 5G means faster internet, we miss the real science: congestion, latency, interference, and spectrum limits. 5G means your phone talks to nearby cells, aims data paths, and avoids waiting on slow routes.
To understand it, we leave the screen and enter the invisible city of signals.
Every data packet is like a tiny envelope that must travel from the phone to the network and back with minimum delay. So the real question is, how does 5G move so many packets at once, quickly and precisely? The answer is layered: radio spectrum, small cells, massive MIMO, beamforming, edge computing, and slicing. The first layer is radio spectrum. Your phone talks through electromagnetic waves. Think of frequencies like highway lanes. Some travel farther, some carry more capacity. Low band covers longer distances, but its bandwidth is more limited. Mid-band is the main 5G balance: good coverage and good speed together. Millimeter waves have huge bandwidth, but walls, human bodies, and distance can weaken them. So 5G is not one frequency. It is an intelligent mix of several bands. The network tries to choose the best lane for your location, speed, crowding, and task. The second layer is small cells. In older generations, big towers had to cover large areas. But if everyone uses one far tower, the signal gets weaker and competition increases. 5G adds many nearby mini-stations on poles, buildings, shops, or street corners, forming a dense relay-like coverage web. When the distance is shorter, the phone does not need to shout with high power. The result is a steadier connection, more capacity, and lower latency. Of course, that means more infrastructure: power, fiber, permits, and careful interference management.
That is why 5G quality can feel very different from one street to another.
Now we reach massive MIMO, many small antennas working together like an orchestra. MIMO means multiple inputs and multiple outputs. The network uses different spatial paths. Instead of one stream of data, several streams can be sent to several users at the same time. The antennas measure tiny differences in timing, phase, and signal strength. With that information, the network understands roughly where each phone is and which path reaches it. This raises capacity because users interfere with each other less. So massive MIMO is one of the hearts of 5G, especially in crowded cities. Beamforming is the next step. The antenna does not just broadcast, it aims.
Imagine using a flashlight instead of lighting the whole room.
Many antennas adjust wave phases to strengthen energy in one direction and reduce it elsewhere. That means a stronger signal for the target phone and less noise for others. When you move, the beam must follow and retune itself.
This happens behind the scenes in a very short time. That is why 5G is not just more power, it is more precision.
Millimeter waves can be very fast, but they have a weakness: they fade sooner. A wall, glass, tree, rain, or even a human body can disturb a high-frequency path.
That is why nearby stations and a fairly clear path matter more in this band. But the network can use reflections, more cells, and backup paths. So 5G does not always mean wave. In many places, mid-band creates the main experience.
The best network is a mix: low-band coverage, mid-band capacity, and extreme speed in special spots. That is what makes 5G coverage maps complex and local.
Now imagine several bands as several highway lanes side by side.
The phone can use one or several lanes depending on conditions. This is called carrier aggregation. The phone can combine several frequency carriers at once. If one lane is crowded or weak, the network can send part of the data on a better route. In practice, the speed you see does not depend only on the 5G icon. Distance to the cell, user density, band type, your phone and network backhaul all matter.
That is why two people with a 5G icon can have completely different experiences.
5G is not just radio. Its software layer is also very important. Edge computing means moving some processing closer to the user. If gaming, AR, or industrial control does not need a distant data center, latency drops. Network slicing means one physical network can be divided into virtual networks with different rules. An ambulance needs priority and reliability. A game needs low latency. Video needs bandwidth. And tiny IoT sensors need long battery life. This flexibility makes 5G important for industry, transport, and smart cities. So download speed is only one part of the 5G story. As you move through a city, your phone constantly measures nearby cell quality. Before the old signal becomes too weak, the network tries to move you to a better cell. This switch is called handoff. If it works well, you do not notice it. At the same time, the phone and network must verify each other's identity. After authentication, the connection is protected with encryption keys. So behind a simple call, signal measurement, decisions, handoff, and security all work together.
If one of these layers is weak, your experience becomes weak too. Now we have the full picture. 5G is not one part, it is a full stack.
Spectrum creates lanes. Small cells shorten the distance. Massive MIMO separates many users at once. Beamforming aims the data. Edge computing reduces waiting. Slicing gives each use case the right behavior. Fiber and the core network must also move packets quickly behind the scenes.
When 5G works well, you do not just see speed, you feel many systems coordinating. And when it works badly, usually one of these layers has become the bottleneck. That is the secret of 5G, a smarter, closer, and more precise network for moving data.